Get ready to dive into the world of Teachers Pay Teachers. Last month was a whirlwind of leprechauns and shamrocks, but did it yield a pot of gold? The best Irish accent ever done. Like better than Bono's, for sure, right there. Anyway, this is my TPT Income Report. Essentially, I'm telling you, how much did I make on Teachers Pay Teachers, and what did I do this month, and how did things go, all of that. Welcome to Learn with Mr. Lewis. I am, of course, Mr. Lewis, and I'm sharing this income report. This is for March of 2024. All right, so quick bio. I am a middle school social studies teacher, 20 plus years. I'm working full-time at that job while trying to also somehow run a YouTube channel and sell stuff on Teachers Pay Teachers. It's a lot. It's a lot, but it can be done. It can be done. Helps if you have some help like I have from Mrs. Lewis, who's the rock of this whole thing. She's the brains. Anyway, so that's who I am. This is my 8th full month on Teachers Pay Teachers, and you can review those previous income reports if you'd like. There are links in the description, or there's one right up here in the corner that you can click on now. And what could be more stimulating? Like, you probably want to watch them multiple times and memorize them, of course. All right, let's get rolling here. So March 2024, it was not my best month. It might have been my worst month. We're going to blame spring breaks, right? Something. But anyway, not my best month, as you'll see. I did increase in followers. Any increase there is good. I went from 54 to 59 followers. I got 4 more reviews, and they were all very nice. So can't beat that. And my store currently has 124 products. Let's jump into the numbers. How's that? Okay, let's look at some rankings first of all. This is that newer feature. I've talked about this before. It's the store rank, and so it gives you a percentile. And this doesn't come out till at least the 5th or around there, and so I don't have March's yet. So we're looking back to February for this one statistic. The rest of the things we'll be looking at are for March. So my February data was still pretty solid. It wasn't a great selling month for me. It was a low month for me so far, but I was still in the 93rd percentile, so I can't complain about that. I was down, though, from January when I was in the 95th percentile, which was awesome. And I believe, is that true, Mrs. Lewis? That was the first month they did it? Second month they did it. Second month. See, that's why we have Mrs. Lewis here. So this 93rd, is the same as my December ranking. I'm guessing January is going to go down, and my dog is scratching the couch because she loves to do that. Okay. Let's look at the earnings for the month. So you can see on this graph right here, and you can see the big number there, which is, I will say, kind of disappointing, but not super disappointing. 174.72. This is not the best month I've had. I had 5 days over the month with no sales, and those are kind of the worst days, let's face it. Even the days when I sell $1.04, which I did 4 times, those feel a lot better than those days with no sales. I did have one pretty nice earning day, but it was way early in the month. You can see there at 28.09. Oh, and not an April Fool's joke here, but I'm filming this on April 1st, and on April 1st, I have already a day that's better than my best day last month. So hopefully that's a trend, but maybe not. Maybe it's going to be kind of like last month. I have a big day at the beginning of the month, and then the rest is kind of not so big. We'll see. We'll see. Let's look now at units sold. So 85 for the month of March. That's definitely below my average. My average has been 114 per month. So this is going to be a big shocker to all of you. You sell fewer units, you make less money. I mean, I'm just dropping the knowledge here, okay? Just dropping it. Okay, so that was March on units sold. Now we're going to go to the views this month. Lower in the views again, 665. My average has been 1,044. So again, going to drop some knowledge. Fewer views generally means fewer units sold, and generally means fewer sales. So there it is. Okay, conversion rate. Now, a positive for me definitely is that my conversion rate is staying very, very good. Cannot complain about the 13% conversion rate. My average for the last 6 months has been a 12.8%, so I'm right on that average. And I had a day, which I don't know if I've ever had a day like this before, a 200% conversion rate. Do you understand what that means? That means I sold more products, twice as many products as views. Not 100% sure how this happened. Now, I did only sell 2 items that day. I'm guessing somebody must have already had it in their cart from before and never opened it again. And so the only view I had was maybe one of those sales. I don't know. I had 2 sales that day and a 200% conversion rate. This is the rate I'm anticipating for the entire month of April. I mean, I won't ever have to, go back to the classroom after this month if that's the case. And when I say have to go back to the classroom, I love being in the classroom. So it's not anything I'm looking to be doing right away anyway. But there it is. So yes, 13%, I'll take that, and more 200% days would be awesome. Okay, total earnings. That is a very busy graph. You can see right here. $2,658.43. That's my total earned thus far on Teachers Pay Teachers. Again, I know a lot of people out there are making a lot more, but this is, I'm still within my first year. I really started in earnest in the middle of July, and so this is what I've done since I have been selling things here on TPT. And to me, this is great, and I just hope it can continue. And I hope that I'll continue to be successful and be able to build off of this. And I'm very, very excited about this overall, even though the last 2 months have been a little bit disappointing. Disappointing, I don't know if is the right word, but definitely lower than what I'd had in some previous months. I mentioned this story before in one of my earlier videos, but I was having a conversation with my colleagues at lunch, and they brought up my store, and we talked a little bit about it, and I told them I'd sold about $2,000 worth, and one of my colleagues said, "Hey, that's a great vacation." And you know what, it is. And so I'm definitely happy with how things are going, and hope to build on it for sure. This is a chart that was made by Mrs. Lewis that will show you my earnings from the beginning. Again, you go all the way back to July 2023. That was the very beginning. I was only active for like half a month there, and I was just trying to get products up, and I'm surprised I sold anything really that month. And then you see that August was a big month, and then January was another big month. And I feel like this is going to be typical for my store, because my best products, and of course as I get more up there, maybe I'll have more products that are throughout the year type products, but my biggest selling products tend to be the type of thing that you would buy at the beginning of the year and the beginning of the semester primarily. They do get sold month to month as well, but the big sales have been, and I expect them to continue to be at that time, which means I'm really looking forward to August. And really, I don't expect to get over 200 again until August. I think that realistically, that's kind of where my store is going to be. Hopefully it's still, up around where March has been at least. I'd love to get to 200 or so, but I don't know that I'm too likely to get much above that over the next several months until we get to August. And then I expect to have a much better August than I did last year. I don't know what that's going to be, but I hope, I really do hope that it's better, and I expect it to be better, and we shall see. We shall see. Okay, so I did get some reviews, and again, this is a good reminder. If you buy products on TPT, make sure to review them, because I mean, you do get a credit It's not much. You save yourself 10 cents or something on your next purchase, but hey, it's something. But most of all, it can really make a big difference to somebody else's store, because we all know that when we're purchasing things online, seeing reviews of that item really help us make an informed decision about it. And I had some really, really wonderful reviews this month. I wanted to share a couple of those with you. This one here is from Kathy, and this is what she had to say about my March warm-ups. And she's someone who's bought some of the other months, and she reviewed on this March one, and I truly, truly appreciate this, and I'm really humbled by it. It says, best idea for a warm-up ever. This is a winner. Do not second guess this. My students love these. They look forward to hearing the music every day. They love the different themes over the course of the month. They learn so much and don't even realize it. This is one of the best things I have ever found on TPT. Keep up the excellent work. Wow, I really, really appreciate that. That is such a kind thing, and really is motivating to me to keep working hard and trying to get good items up there. This was from a 9th grade class, which is a couple of years older than the students I'm teaching right now. I'm teaching 7th graders, and I primarily use these warm-ups myself with 7th and 8th graders, so it's great to see a 9th grade group that is loving this the way that I do. Okay, so thanks again, Kathy. And now we move on to Amanda, and she says, of my second semester bundle, which would include that March one that Kathy reviewed that I just showed. So this is for the semester 2 bundle of my daily warm-ups. And it reads, we are loving this resource. My students are really enjoying the events, and our discussions have been wonderful. When are April and May coming? Would love to continue using. Okay, and this is from a 6th grade class, which is cool to see again, a group of students that are a little bit younger than the ones that I'm teaching, enjoying this product as well. Well, I do have April up now. I'm working on May. I will get June and July up as soon as I can. Just know that they will be up a week before at the latest each of the next months. And I know that some of you out there are like big time planners. You like to be planned way ahead. I'm going as fast as I can on these. Now these are items I've been using for the last 6-ish years in class, but when I put them on TPT, I do extra careful work at editing and refining and trying to get them up to the quality that I feel is good enough to sell. And that process takes me some time, on top of course, my day job of teaching and running this YouTube channel as well. And so it's just a lot. But I really am going as fast as I can, and I promise that they will be done in time for you to use them. And those that have bought the semester bundle, of course, can download those upcoming months of May and June at no extra charge. That's included in the bundle. So anyway, thanks for this great review. And anyway, it really is appreciated. All right, so that was March. What's my tip for this month? Let me give you a couple of tips. First of all, don't get overwhelmed. I had some moments this month where I was really overwhelmed. I was feeling the pressure to get April done as quickly as possible, and it all felt like it was catching up with me. I get migraines, and I had quite a few very severe migraines this month that just compounded onto that. And I have this YouTube channel that I'm trying to do where I'm doing these daily history videos on YouTube, which, like most things that you get into, things are more work than you expect them to be. And to try to maintain it at a level that I'm satisfied is taking a lot of time from my day every day. And I just was feeling almost like I needed to dump one of these things. And I decided to stick with it and try to refine my process so that I'm more efficient. But I guess the thing is, don't get overwhelmed. Essentially, don't try to teach full-time at a middle school and run a YouTube channel and run a Teachers Pay Teachers. Oh, wait. Okay, if you do that, just realize that you're going to have moments where you're feeling the pressure, and find ways to ease that pressure as much as possible, I guess. Anyway, also remember that it's a marathon, not a sprint. You know, there are times, I remember leading up to February, I wanted to get this Black History Month product out. And I'm glad I did, because it turned out to be, I think, a really good product. And a lot of people that have purchased it have given me some really nice feedback on it. And it's something that I was able to use in my own classroom as well. So that was cool. But it was a lot of work. And maybe I should have waited a year and done that next year when I'm not trying to do all of my just regular things for this store to get. Anyway, remember it's a marathon, not a sprint. And that doesn't mean like to not go for things, but also realize, you know what, it's okay if it happens next month or next year. It's okay. We're not trying, I mean, as much as we'd like to get everything done right away, it's okay if we push some things down the road when it comes to that TPT store. There will be opportunities in the future. Also, just one other little thing. I did this, and I've done this a number of times, but I did this once this month with a new product. It was something that I ended up using in my classroom. I had a terrible migraine one day, and I had to quickly come up with an alternative lesson for my class, and I ended up using this really great video from History Channel. And anyway, so I ended up using this video, and I made a quick video guide for it. And I decided, hey, I've done 80% of the work for this. I may as well just do the last little piece and put it up on TPT. And so that's something to think about, as you're making things for your own classroom, your own lessons that you see as being useful on TPT, especially if it's something that you don't have to do a lot of extra tweaking to get it there. Hey, use it, get it up there, post it on TPT and see what happens with it. That would be another piece of advice. Okay, so next month, my plan is to just stay afloat, basically. So I need to get May done for my teachers out there that are using my Today in History. So I need to get those May Today in History warm-ups done. But I also need to continue trying to run this YouTube channel and, teach my class and grade all the papers that are piling up. All of that. So I'll tell you, I don't have lofty goals for next month. Next month will be a win if I can get through it. And here in Arizona where I teach, we just had our last holiday of the year. That was the Friday before Easter. That was our spring holiday. So this year, because Easter is in March, that ended up being in March, which means it's a really long haul. We don't have another day off till the end of the school year because we get out before Memorial Day here in Arizona. So it's go, and state testing is this month and all of that. Woohoo. Anyway, so I'd love to know how your March was. How did it go? How was your store doing? Please share in the comments. If you have questions for me or anything that I might be able to help you with, I would love for you to pose those in the comments. Be sure to join my email list. There'll be a link for that. Also, on this channel, not only do I have these kind of reports about my store on TPT, but I also do daily history shorts, and they come in two versions. One is in a short form with the, oriented this way, with this orientation, okay? And you can use those, of course. Those are 1 minute shorts, and then I have a little bit longer version of that usually ranges between about 3 and 6 minutes that goes into a little more detail. And hey, I would love it for you to watch some of those things on my channel as well. Also, I do an income report at the beginning of each month, just like the one that you're seeing here. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help my channel. And thanks for watching Learn with Mr. Lewis.